My name is Tim Kirsch. I ride 13P in the 40 over C class, VCHSS. This will be my 4th season. So 3 full seasons, and this is the start of the 4th. And my first season, I'm pretty sure I didn't finish one race or came in last every single race. And last year I got 13th, and this year I got 11th, and hopefully this year I'll break into top 10, which is my goal. My biggest competition up to now has been Skip Smith, 14P, but that has yet to be seen this year. So, if he decides to ever come to a race, maybe we'll find that out. My worst wreck was epic fails at Cross Trails. I think it was Cross Trails 2 years ago. It was actually caught on camera by Mike Jackson. And I was going down a not very steep incline, and one of my handlebars clipped a tree, and I went over the bike, over the bars, rolled a couple times, took a couple marshals in about 10 minutes to get up, got back on my bike, finished the race, went home, fell asleep, got up the next morning, sneezed once, and almost passed out. It was like a knife getting shoved into my chest. Went to the emergency room. They said I had a bruised inner lung wall or something, and that was some serious pain. Couldn't cough, couldn't sneeze. It was a lot like a broken rib, but took a week or so to heal. But that was probably my worst crash. My best race was Oak Ridge last year. That was my first 10th place. I love Oak Ridge. The Jester's always awesome track, and that was my very first 10th place finish, which pretty much felt like I won the race. I was so happy to finally not be last. Honestly, come on, you should get mats. My goal for this year, honestly, is 7. Is to squeeze up into 7. That's my goal, 7th place and beat Skip. Actually, I think it's a little more than beat Skip. It's more like curb bite Skip. I think it'd be the proper terminology for the love that I feel for the skipper. Curb bite. You can quote me on that. So, this one thing occurred to me that I noticed that maybe we should get for Skip for the marshals is when they do motocross, they always have those blue flags for when the leaders are lapping the slow guys. And I'm pretty sure the blue flag means there's a race going on and you ain't in it.
Skip Smith. Who is he? Skip Smith. That name sounds really familiar. Skip Smith. Oh, yeah. He's the one that can't beat Tim. He's the one that tries really, really hard and shows up with a bike that's never clean, has sprockets that look like a J, and does he have brakes on his bike? I can't remember.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, sometimes. Well, who needs brakes? There's trees to stop your bike. So, let's see. The battle between Skip and Tim, I would say Timmy all the way. I think Skip's going to come in dead last because he hasn't been on his bike. He's been sipping pina coladas on the beach. He hasn't been working out. His bike's probably got rust from 2015 still on it. I put my money's on Tim.
Tim.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, by how much?
What's the over-under?
What about all Skip's PX90 stuff?
P90 action, man.
Depends on what you're doing.
Well, if he doesn't do it, it doesn't matter what you call it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I say Tim has him by 3 positions with 3 minute and 27-second lead.
I'm Jeff DeMuth, no start, number 872. I think tomorrow Timmy Bear is going to romp all over Skip Smith. I'm not even sure that Skip's going to show up for this because, well, they don't show him Skip for nothing. So, just saying.
Donald Straub, Team 13.
Dr. Dirtnap.
13T, Dr. Dirtnap. Skip is coming? What's his last name again?
Smith?
Smith? Yeah.
I think it's DNF.
Yeah, that's what it is. DNF. That's
Or
what
it
yeah.
did not start.
He has no chance.
DNS.
I say Tim pulls off his first eighth. Did you get an eighth yet?
No, man.
Yeah, he's going to get his first eighth place tomorrow. He's going to kick ass.
Hi, I'm Matt Strickland, 13S, Team 13. As far as tomorrow is concerned, I feel that Skip should probably spend a little time with Tim before the race, because I really don't think he's going to spend any time with him during the race. I think possibly, if he shows, I've heard rumors that he just turned around in Culpeper and went back north. Fear is a factor in this situation. I don't think that he's got an accurate interpretation of the actual situation down here. His situational awareness may be a little askew, especially in what they call perceived speed, or the lack thereof. So I think if he actually makes it down, I mean, even my wife said before I left, I've been to more races than he has, and she doesn't even race. So if he shows up at all, which is sketchy at best, the race, it's not really a race. It's, we're going to take off and then we'll wait until see what happens to Skip on the way out.
DNF.
I do believe that should be changed to DNS. So give us your name and number.
So I'm Skip Smith, and I am 14P.
What class do you race?
I'm racing the 40 plus.
So why is it that they call you Skip?
You know, it's just what my parents have been calling me since I was born.
Not because you keep missing races?
No, certainly not. No, they call me Crash for that.
Skip the races.
Skip the races.
Thank you.
Give us your predictions for the race tomorrow.
I'm going to have fun.
So where do you think you're going to finish compared to Tim?
Compared to Tim, I think I'm going to beat him.
Ooh, that's a bold prediction.
That's
a
It is.
Pretty bold
It is,
prediction.
but he's only got one race under his belt today.
You're the first one to predict that this year.
I always bet on myself.
Drove up in a Ford, huh?
Yeah. Made it.
What's your favorite Tim story?
Oh, jeez.
Which one?
God, which one?
When he shit his pants on the hill.
Promise you won't.
Shit pants hill.
I wasn't there for that one.
I think I need a moist towelette. I just shit my pants.
Why'd you stop? Because I shit my pants. I thought that was a joke. I thought you were kidding.
We were going down this really steep hill, and I was right on Don 6, and Don wrecked. And I'm like pretty much on top of him, so I wrecked someplace else, and I hit the ground so hard I shit my pants a little bit. So I told him that, and we're both laughing. We get back on the bikes, we get back to the truck, I'm loading my bike. He's like, "Where the fuck are you going?" I was like, "Think I shit my fucking pants." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were for real." So then we called it Shit Pants Hill.
No, I'd have to say my favorite Tim story, and it's a good story. It was the first time we ended up racing together.
Did he
we
beat you at that race?
No, I beat him. We were swapping back and forth, and you know, we're back of the pack, and so I would hear somebody coming, I'd get over, and instead of being a dick and passing me at that point, he'd get over too, and then we'd get back to racing, and it was great.
Sounds like charity to me.
It might have been. It might have been. But, you know, it was great. It was fun. Really opened my eyes to racing.
There was this one time I was hot on a 6, and I can't remember what track it was. But we were going along at a pretty good clip, and had been going along for a while, and he bit the dust, and I passed him. And knew back then we were really slow. And I was like, well, I felt kind of bad, so I pulled over and turned around, and he's standing up looking at his bike. Motherfucking goddamn it! And he looks up at me, and I look back at him, and I'm like, I ain't waiting.